And I'll tell you guys since we're all friends. Every character I write has a piece of me in them. Hi, I'm Lee Bardugo. You're listening to the GrishaCast.
Welcome to GrishaCast, episode 139. In this episode, we are rewatching Season 1, Episode 1, A Searing Burst of Light of Netflix Shadow and Bone to get ready for Season 2. This is your host, Eric.
And I'm Terry from Nashville, Tennessee. This is your podcast for all things Grishaverse.
A world created by our very own Shadow Summoner herself, Lee Bardugo. Woo! Muy sabieni, casters.
Hello there, how are you?
So we are just going to get right into this. We are so excited for Season 2. So we are doing a rewatch party. So we are just going to get into it. We're going to watch the episode and talk about it. So anyways, here we go. We are pressing play now. Okay. And I haven't seen this in so long. And it's going to be so exciting. Wow.
Dramatic music playing.
It's so weird. I really haven't seen this in so long.
And you forget things.
I do. Absolutely. So it's just going to be amazing. Goodness. So I remember watching this first scene and trying to figure out what the hell was going on.
I remember being a little overwhelming because it was like the first time we were seeing everything.
It was totally overwhelming. And to actually all of a sudden see, I don't know, Alina the cartographer, drawing a map. Those small little things still were just so cool to see.
And we get the, I guess, racism early on here.
I forgot about that.
In the truck, yeah.
I totally forgot about that. And it's also very interesting where they decided to start this off. Begin it. And I love every single part of it. And see this part when she's a little kid.
Yeah, we get into that early. We didn't get into that early in the book.
Right. It's just right here. Mm-hmm. It's like, bam. I really wish they gave Anakuya more. She was
a complex character.
She was. Now that map is cool. It's because it's so old school.
It looks realistic.
It does.
It looks like it's on parchment.
Probably is. Definitely. Keep your pencil in your hand. Ugh. God.
That's why she was so complicated, because, you thought that she was kind of evil. Not really evil, but, kind of mean. But then she's also kind of protecting them at the same time.
Oh, my God. And here we go. The very first time you see the fold in this. What an amazing job they did with that.
Yeah, because that's a really hard thing to visualize.
It is, and I think my favorite part of it is how it's just really this huge wall, but it stops, at the top, and there's still the fluttering out of the clouds. That is so amazing, but how horrifying that would be. Also to
right, we're going in there.
Ugh. And we're not to it yet, but I do think it's brilliant on what's the actress's name that plays Lena? Oh gosh. People are gonna kill us.
Yeah.
Okay. I know it. Wait a minute.
Talking.
Well, I loved the part where when they're going into the fold and she holds her breath. I just thought that was brilliant. I really did. It was such just a smart thing. Jessie Maylee, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And remember how scared we were also knowing that they were putting 6 of crows in here?
Yeah, we had no idea what they were going to do with that.
Nope. No clue. it gets me really excited to see the second season.
I also the show did more for Mal.
It did.
Because we see him as a little boy now, and we did get that story, but it's really setting us up to like Mal more than we did in the book.
Well, he really needed it. He did. And the actor's great, but they gave him more of just humanistic characters. He's not just this guy that's just wanting Alina and running after her. I feel like there's more to him in the show. Definitely.
Yeah, I don't know. The book was
it was
I hated the fact that he wanted nothing to do with her other than a friend. And that she held on to him so hard and she couldn't do what she needed to do because she was thinking about him so much. And then he finally wanted her. Once the Darkling showed interest, then it was oh. So book Mal, not a fan. Show Mal, they did a little better with it.
And a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people feel that way. But we also do have to remember that they are, it is Lee's first time. This was her first novel.
Mm-hmm.
And I still loved to this day how she explains that. Yeah, she knows that she whitewashed this entire trilogy and but she wrote what she read, and that was on her. I love that she completely just, and it's a brilliant story, but to also try to just your first story.
I love how we get Grisha powers early on too.
So that's one thing I didn't know what to expect to see.
Mm-hmm.
I really think for instance this part, I think it's pretty brilliant that you're seeing as a squalor because the dust that's I almost envisioned it I don't know, it'd be blue or something. I know that sounds weird, but in your
more
head.
More fantasy-ish.
Yeah.
And you got to see the first little hand movements and
those are cool.
Yeah.
And that I bet that's definitely somebody had to come up with that and figure that out. Because I remember when they're on the fold and the squalors are getting ready to, we're going to get to it in a second, but it's just the special hand movements. And those aren't really mentioned in the book so much. But you wouldn't say that. It's just to do your powers. It's so cool.
See, he leads her on so much. The arm around her and being flirty with her.
They've been best friends forever. They're all they got.
But still.
But do you I don't know.
It's she clearly is madly in love with him.
You think this early on?
Yes.
Really?
I think she was always.
Yeah, I guess I forget that they do go back to when when they have flashbacks. But I did
your girl.
Oh yeah. And she did not get much in this season, and I'm scared she's not going to get much in season 2 either.
Well, she didn't. She wasn't in the books very much.
She was though. She is a pretty.
Oh, they did do more of the mean girls.
She's a big part of the story because she doesn't go
That's
especially.
true. Yeah.
They didn't put a lot of her in this. To be honest, I don't know if I saw her as even being in. I didn't see her in the trailer for season 2.
Does she play much of a part in season 2 in the book?
She would, and yeah, because it's that's when she finally decides to go over to Alina's side. Mm-hmm. She gives up being with the Darkling. Yeah. She is she's then part of that gang. She's part of them.
There's a skiff. We finally get a really good look at a skiff. Remember when we were what's a skiff?
Yeah, I know. It's a boat that's on a sled.
It's on the sand.
It's crazy to think about that stuff. That was all just stuff in our head that we envisioned. And remind me again, when you saw the trailer, I knew we all have our stories, but when we finally actually got to see the full trailer, I was in my work bathroom crying.
Yes, there were definitely tears.
It's an amazing thing to see things that you have always just kind of envisioned, like the ice court. I can't wait to see that. But we know that that's not coming in season 2. Didn't we hear that? I think they said that we know that the ice court, they're not doing the ice court or something in season 2. Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like I heard that somewhere.
I don't
Who knows?
remember. I liked all these posters
Yeah.
in the background here. Like it really like sets the scene and it really makes us think about war times that we've seen before.
Yes.
Like it's like the propaganda posters. Like it does like set this scene where they're like in the tent and it is very warlike.
I wish that they actually, like, because they put out 2 different Ravkan alphabets. I wish they would have just put out one. Because remember, they put out one, and then another one came out, and it's like, oh. Because I'd love to know what some of that said.
We got some of them.
Yeah. I think they're, I just love everybody who's wearing the Lance of Eagle on their hats.
This is kind of like Hunger Games, where it's like who's going to be chosen, you know?
Yeah.
And of course, Mal is chosen.
Right.
Because we have to have some drama, some suspense.
Well, and that's part of the book too, right?
Oh, yeah.
And and she just goes onto the ship because she
has to
protect him.
be with Mal.
Yeah. They've all they got. Aww.
And they're going to go to Ketterdam.
Yeah. Okay. Now, and here we go. We had no clue what this was going to bring.
No, but this is like pretty much when I jumped up and like got 2 inches away from the TV.
Yeah. Because we were so excited to see
we're
it.
in Ketterdam.
Finally. To see it.
It's so like dark and dirty and dingy.
Is it everything that you wanted it to be?
Yeah, it is very like Peaky Blinders.
I wanted it to be a little bit more colorful. Just a little bit more. But I did love all the, like, just a bit. Like,
Okay.
I just expected some more, like, Amsterdam-ish bright colors, kind of. I don't know.
I always thought it was very like dark London, so it was what
It is, yeah.
But we get to meet Jesper and we get to see his sharpshooting skills.
Well, because none of this is even in the book.
No, And of course, we're, at the Crow Club.
Yes, and here we go. And finally seeing Kaz with...
And then the squeal heard around the world with everybody
Yes.
seeing Kaz at the same time.
Not only that, also seeing his cane. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. And I love how, like, Kaz is literally like, Lee wrote... She didn't realize it until later. She says that, her disability, she definitely was writing Kaz as that. And I think that's incredible. Ugh, God.
Freddie does such a good job
He
with
is
Kaz.
perfect. And I just...
This cracks me up because he's showing him a picture of a painting that's been stolen.
Right.
And he's like, we've been looking for this. And Kaz is like, I don't know. Can't help you.
Sorry about it. I can't wait till they release a longer trailer for season 2 so we can see more, because the teaser they gave us was nothing.
It's got to be coming.
I'd hope so. It's got to come soon. I feel like we already had the trailer at this point when we were waiting last year, the year before.
It's like 2 years, wasn't it?
It's been a minute, hasn't it?
I think it was 2 years
It's
because
been
it
2
was
years.
during COVID that everything.
It took.
But then, like the painting's right there.
Mhm.
It's the same painting. He's got it.
Ugh.
I'm not sure if that clicked immediately the first time around, but it's hilarious and it's a great addition because it really like points out Kaz
Oh yeah.
is a what do I want to say?
he's sneaky. He's I don't want to say gangster, but he's conniving. I love the detail of his gloves right here, and I love but what I also forget, imagine being a person that has never read these books and watching
You
this for
don't get the context of
at
like
all.
why he's wearing his gloves, or like
Why that's
the fact that he looked around before he took them off, or like
right. And we know what all this is.
yeah.
Like, I feel like it probably was very confusing for people that first
Yeah.
started. Especially with the fact that they didn't even really introduce what Grisha are.
Mm-hmm.
And, in the book, we at least see there's different orders and things like that. I mean, I feel like there's a lot thrown at you, too. Think about it. The fold, the Grisha.
I remember some people like saying that they were confused.
I can totally see it.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
because they don't explain anything.
they don't. But in all honesty, do a lot of fantasy shows do a good job of really explaining stuff in the beginning? You kind of just got to get thrown into it.
Yeah, it's true. You have to just kind of
I-
hold on
Exactly. I mean,
and wait for the explanation to come.
yeah. I mean, it's not a book. So
We're already getting into a plan.
yeah, this had to be very interesting for them to write, I think. Try to cut, because I mean, they didn't have to put Six of Crows in here, but they came, the only part of this entire season that really is not prequel was Matthias and Matthias' story.
Yeah, because we got some of that in the.
We got that, but all this was
Yeah.
written for the show.
I feel like if they hadn't put the crows in, they probably would have missed out on part of that audience, because there are many people that are Six of Crows stands and they're not
Absolutely.
so much into the first trilogy.
Absolutely. I still hold by that. I know that the trilogy is hard to read, and sometimes it's not the Bardugo that we all love. It's her first novels, but it's so important to understand and appreciate the rest of the world.
I like how they focused on the painting. Like it's a painting of the fold.
Yep. Ugh.
More of the racism.
Yeah. And then they made her shoe. That's right. I forgot. Because she wasn't in. So interesting. Small little things that they change around.
Is it changed?
Nope. That wasn't in the book. She wasn't shoe in the book.
I don't know if she was shoe, but she was definitely never mind. I don't want to say
It's
much.
been too long.
I'm
We're going to have to probably forgive ourselves. We probably have listeners screaming at us right now. But listeners, let us know what you guys think. I mean, is this fun for you guys? Are you enjoying watching this? Because I am. Oh my God, here we go.
The seduction of Mal.
Yeah. The couple scenes and he's stealing a grape. God.
He grabbed the whole bowl though,
Mm-hmm.
because he's gonna take out to.
But she is a massive character in the Grishaverse. She is our queen. And she's so small in this. She is she marries Nikolai. She turned into a dragon.
I think because they took out all of the mundane day-to-day stuff from her training, from Alina's training, and that's what took out a lot of Zoya's stuff.
They did.
Because there was a long span of where it was just day to day to day.
Yep. She did do an incredible job, though, for the role that she had.
She's so much smaller.
She is.
You were talking about small role, she's
small person.
Yeah.
She is. I really hope that she's got to be a part of season 2. I just didn't see her in the trailer. But
Well,
they're going to do Siege and Storm.
we don't know a lot about season 2 yet.
No, we don't. Ugh.
And we got to see her cuff.
Yeah, which was so cool. That
It was
was
a fun little.
a really cool amplifier.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a piercing, like
And like
on
no
her
one
wrist.
else would know about that. Like if you hadn't read that,
You'd have no
you
clue.
don't pick that up. But as a reader, you're like, I know what that is.
Yep.
So I like how the show picked up on that. Like they took their like true readers and they gave them the little tidbits.
Oh yeah. I'm excited to see. I know that season 2 there is going to be a lot more of like things from Lives of Saints and things like that because they told us that. I can't wait to see what they do with that. It's probably going to be like for like Grishaverse stands are going to go nuts over
yeah.
it. I love the things that we've figured out.
Elena's jealous.
Yeah, she is.
He had to say that he flirted with a Grisha.
Yeah, and I just realized that a part that they didn't do that's in the book, the big scene is when the Darkling is coming in, like in his carriages, and Zoya's in one of the carriages in the very beginning, and like she sticks her head out the window and sees Mal, and like I forgot about that.
Because in the book, it's alluded to that he did sleep with Zoya.
Right.
Like he doesn't tell Alina anything, and like Alina just thinks that they did because
He's still
of all of that.
Yeah.
So like in the book, she thinks that for a long time until they talk about it.
Right. It's. I can't wait till when we finally do. One day we will go back and it'll be all spoilers, rereading of the Grishaverse, kind of. It'll be kind of fun. We're not gonna have to like. It'll be so fun, and also this time you will have read it.
Yes.
I haven't done Shadow and Bone with you.
Nope.
Girl, that's gonna be exciting. We gotta Shadow and Bone together. Gotta do that. S and Bone, girl.
S and Bone.
Ugh, Lord,
We're having a very tender moment right now.
we are, and hopefully you're watching it with us. We're enjoying this, and I can't believe it's right around the corner, though. I really can't believe that it's season 2 is going to be here so soon. I can't wait to see what's going to happen.
They almost kissed there.
Well, but yeah, we're episode 1.
I know, but I don't remember that being in the book. Like the first book,
Yeah,
it's like nothing. And it's literally like right there, the show people were like, let's make them almost kiss. Back to Ketterdam.
Yep. I am.
So Kaz is trying to go through the fold.
Yes.
And they're trying to like get as much help as possible.
Yeah. They're trying to pretty much get a team, aren't they? Kind of.
Yeah, because they know that if they steal.
Oh, yes.
No, hold on a minute. What's the.
Okay, we've confused ourselves. Oh my God.
No, but he's trying to get through the fold.
We know that. But why?
We weren't paying attention, Eric.
Well, this is what happens when we're trying to watch something and have to talk through it the entire time. Maybe this wasn't one of my most brilliant ideas. But okay. We can do this. We can multitask. We can. Oh God. Yeah, this isn't so much of commentary. It's more just Eric and Terry just rambling and trying to figure out what is going on. We haven't seen this in a year.
Something heard them digging. Izumrude.
Oh, Izumrude. God, I love Izumrude.
It's where we get our little glimpse.
Yes, and I swear this ring is in Demon in the Wood. I swear it's in that book.
We need to ask Lee.
We do next time. I hope she liked my holla. She seemed really happy when I gave it to her. Ugh. So, okay. What are they doing? They're okay. We've okay.
I was super excited at this point because I was like, ooh, Heartrender. And then I remembered it wasn't my girl.
Okay. Is this kind of... I feel like this is happening a little bit after the fact, maybe? Is that what that is? They're trying to get... Okay. Remember the guy jumps off the fold thing? I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on. And I am just...
Well, eventually they're trying to kidnap Alina.
Right. But what are they doing right now?
Hasn't happened right now.
Like, what are they doing?
Welcome to episode 1, where we
maybe we shouldn't
ourselves.
watch this. Maybe we should watch it before. So, because I don't.
Okay, were you imagining Pekka Rollins looking like this?
No, and I didn't expect him to have. Is that a Scottish, Irish accent? Did not expect that.
I mean, it makes sense, but like,
I know, but what part of the Grishaverse would you be from?
well, but Ketterdam is very British Isles.
Okay, I get that. He's the only one that has an accent, though. Like, only one, and
yeah,
nobody else has it. So it's like, okay, where'd you come from? Like,
Cotton Eye Joe. But I don't know. I don't know what I pictured him. I don't think I really pictured Pekka Rollins in my head. I think he was just like a name. But I was very shocked that he looked so normal, I guess.
he looked a lot younger. I expected him to be older.
Yes. But
Yeah.
like, he's very evil.
I'm excited to see when they get to the point where Kaz really does get to like confront him a lot. And okay, so finally, part of the story we do understand what's going on, which is like Alina's story. And we did know what was going on when we did watch this before, but we weren't talking.
No, we were not.
No, we were silent. We
Only
watched-
the sounds of us jumping up and down.
Screaming. It was so exciting.
So the carriage that just came through, that's the Darkling.
Yep.
It's so ornate. It's all gothic.
It really is. It's such... I didn't realize how gothic looking it is. It's actually really pretty cool.
Totally gothic.
Wow. And I guess those were his Oprichniki following behind in their like little black garb.
Okay.
What? Did you figure it out?
The crow scene is not happening at the exact same time
That's
this
what I was
is
trying-
happening. Yes.
That's what I was trying to say.
Because they just said they needed a Heartrender, and it was for Alexi that just was right there. So
Thank you.
Yes.
That's
You're
what
right.
That's what I thought. So you heard me trying to say that. I just wasn't.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Because I was like, I think that's right. But then.
So the whole like marking yourself on how many times you go through the fold. That's crazy.
It really is. I mean.
Because it's that much of a feat that you've gotten through it.
Right.
That you mark it on your skin.
To show, like, I mean, yeah, it shows that, like, I mean, you're a brave son of a if you've done it.
Yeah, you're like a bad bee to have like your arm all like marked up with all the times.
And that's one thing that I give them credit for is like, I mean, the Volcra were terrifying. They really made the fold so scary and so cool. I love the lightning and thunder that got added to it because that wasn't part of it.
This was so smart, like of Alina, to figure out a way to get on the skiff with Mal.
Yeah.
Because she's like, if they don't have a map of it, they're gonna need somebody. Like that was actually
So is that in the book or
really
is that
smart.
just this? Do you know?
I don't remember.
I can't remember either. It's okay. It's all new. I mean, we're in
I've
New
slept
Haven
since
land,
then.
right? Yes.
I've read many books since then.
Oh, so she burns them. Yeah. So
Yeah. But I found that to be a very smart detail.
yeah, it's got to be a really crazy job to like a cartographer is a person that walks around and has to draw the land.
I drive around and draw what I see.
God, thank God for those Google fans now.
Right?
Although those are creepy. I mean, I think they're just weird because, like, I mean, you can literally get online now and, like, turn to the left and see where everything
Yeah.
is. That's very odd.
But like that used to be people's jobs.
Yeah. That's nuts.
I volunteer as tribute.
You sure do, Alina. You. Oh,
But she gets everybody in trouble.
and eaten. Unfortunately.
There's that.
Don't forget that part. And so I know that everybody made a big deal about the scarf she's wearing.
I was just about to bring the scarf up. Like it's such foreshadowing.
Okay, but is that it? Like, I mean, it's just the fact that, I mean, it's the color of the kefta that she wears.
I think so. I think it's just a nod to like what's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's neat. But do you understand why it blows off? I wondered, because when she's about to go in, it blows off, and then she somehow sees the Darkling standing like a mile away. But
It might be like that's where the turn of events happened, maybe.
Ooh.
Like
You
it's
could smell the sun summoner on it. I smell light in you, girl. Oh, God. Oh, I just thought of something really bad when we just sniffing.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, so this is exciting.
So he's like, you need to get off the boat, off the skiff,
Get off the boat.
off the boat. And she's like, I'm on a boat with my flippy floppies.
Yeah. God. So,
I mean, there's Zoya again.
do you think that when
She is so beautiful.
she is, however, I did want to memorize this entire, like, her monologue because I thought it was kind of fun.
Uh-huh.
Because she's kind of like, the, like,
The boss girl.
stewardess. Like, okay, we'll be taking off. The beverage cart will be coming through. Tray tables up. And unfortunately, she gets eaten.
Like immediately.
Yeah, we see her. Like, I mean, like,
I was so sad too, because like the first time she came out, I was like, okay, all right.
yeah.
Come on, hot girl.
She is bossy. She is definitely, yeah. See, she does it a little doo-doo. And
The cool hand gestures.
so, okay, question. We're going to go into a very dark place. Can't see. We can't really see. There are things that fly around that eat us. Why didn't they put a little bit more cover on that? Why does it just have to be
I don't
like
know.
Why
That was like
they can't see anything anyways.
right.
So there's no reason to have it wide open.
That confused me so much. Like, why are we just out in the open?
Like, I mean, maybe before the Shadowfold got made, they had ships, and then they just decided.
It makes
I don't know.
no sense to me.
Because I mean, they could all be. I mean, the thing that.
I guess then it wouldn't be a show, you know? Like if there was no danger.
Well, right, but I mean, at the same time, like, there's no need for it. Oh, well, maybe the sails. No, but the sails can go on top of
Yeah.
something. I mean, you could still cover everybody else up.
I love how like the wind is blowing through her hair and then she gets into the fold and it all just kind of like settles a little bit.
Yeah.
I think that's a fun.
I like how you can see some things. And I didn't expect the Volker to be as big as they were.
They're so creepy.
They are. They did a good job of that. Yep, and there's a tumbleweed. Oh.
Wah, wah, wah.
Just everything dead. I mean, marker 1.
37 to go.
37 to go. Yeah. By the way, still be quiet. I mean, like, this is insane. I would go back. Like, there's some covered area back there.
Yeah, and it is utilized in some of the scenes. But, like, look at all the exposed part.
Exactly.
Like, there's nothing... I don't see a reason why it has to be exposed.
It doesn't. Okay. Well, that's it. You and I are going to... They just need to be on those little train thingies that, the crows get on.
They should have hired us.
We should have designed the skiff.
To design the skiff.
Yeah. And then we got this brilliant person. They said no light whatsoever.
He's like, okay.
Yeah. No, too late.
Ugh.
God, that thing's huge. That's interesting. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Going flying.
Oh, now you're just gonna, like, make a bigger fire.
Yeah. Well. Ooh. God.
Bye-bye.
They're like huge Bye, girl.
Bye.
She went flying through
the fire and everything.
Yeah, and she took out the wall.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't like our stewardess, though. Watching her when she gets taken, it's like brutal a little bit. You'll see.
I was so sad.
Well, wait. See, it's right now. It's very brutal the way she gets taken.
It really is. I mean,
like,
at least she goes fighting.
Yeah, see? And then it's like, they just...
And her blood is just like everywhere.
Thrown off the side.
And Alexi is like, peace out.
I'm just going to jump through this hole.
Abandoned ship. That's
God.
terrifying.
Meow. Oh, don't worry.
I don't even how would you even, as a normal person, respond to seeing something like that? I don't even know if I could have gone into action like she did. I probably would have just laid down and been
yeah,
I'm done.
So
I die here now.
Chris is in our relationship, he is the one that is really calm in stressful emergency situations. I'm not. Nope. I will definitely be a follower. I will follow. Uh-oh. That one's got some strong legs. Oh, here she goes. She looks like she's got a poop.
Oh, gosh.
She did. And he looks like he's trying to squirt one out. Never really noticed it before. Okay. So,
and then there's your Searing Burst of Light.
It is a Searing Burst of Light. Yeah.
And then
we've got this lovely country on the other side.
Novosibirsk.
West Ravka. Just kind of.
And they're all just waiting.
Yeah, so how would that's something interesting too. They just know that they're
I think it's a schedule.
And what do they get out of this? What are they getting?
That's the only way they can get goods. Remember, they're so blocked off from everything because of the fold.
Novosibirsk is.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, because the rest of the world is, well,
Or is it the other way around? I don't remember.
They've got the ocean, so they've got the rest of the world. But the other side has Ravka and Fjorda and all that. So it's kind of like you can't get to Ketterdam unless you get over the fold.
Right.
Can't get to the ocean.
Yeah.
So Novosibirsk would pretty much be dealt with having to deal with all other countries to get any kind of goods.
Mm-hmm.
They'd have seafood.
They would have seafood.
Yep.
So he basically took the Heartrender that Pekka Rollins
was trying to get.
And they clearly already know each other because he was like, that reaction of like, who?
Yes. And I don't know, there's something about this hat she's wearing that doesn't scream this show to me for some reason. Her hat is a little too, I don't know.
Huh.
It's bothered me the whole time.
Weird.
I don't know. I feel like it just reminds me of Downton Abbey a little bit. And like, I'm in the Grishaverse and yeah.
Huh.
I know.
That was a weird thing to focus on.
Well, when you've seen it like so many times, but I mean, and then you forget it like me. But hey, we're doing pretty good. I mean,
So this whole thing, they were expecting Pekka Rollins.
yeah, but sorry. Because we got Alexei.
Alexi's going to spill the beans.
And then dies.
Right. He's just...
So sad. I mean...
Well, he couldn't help but spill the beans either. I
Well-
mean, bless him for like not... Like he wasn't going to.
I don't think he could talk. I think
in shock.
he just ran across the fold. I mean, that probably happened at mile marker like 15. He still had like...
It was like 1.5. They didn't even hit the second marker.
He should get a Grishaverse Olympic like medal for like running across the fold.
That's a very Kaz line.
Oh, I missed it. Yeah, but...
Don't bargain for what you can take,
Oh, yeah.
basically. He said it in a more Kaz way, but...
Well...
Like, I feel like that is what I pictured Pekka Rollins to be like. Dreesen.
Yes.
That's who I...
Yeah. Are we raising hands now? Okay. So the whole big thing right now is just that Alexi's had to say something because otherwise they wouldn't, he has to have mentioned something because otherwise why would they even want to know more about him? Like they got to know there's some kind of sun summoner.
Yeah, because Pekka Rollins and all of them are going after Alina. So, like, they know something happened. So, like, there's, like, proof here.
Yeah, he crossed through the fold alone. Okay. How? Okay. So, one of a few witnesses. So,
And we get to see Inej's humanity here because she can't let him sit there. Like, he's asking for water, and she's very concerned about him.
right. She's very kind. Dreesen is... I do think it's funny that they think a device got detonated. Like a bomb went off or something.
Well, they don't really have any other, like, context or, like, answers as to why it would happen.
Oh, and I guess, yeah, so there we go. Finally that thing came flying through. Okay, so that's what it is. I forgot that the rest of the skiff came flying through. And they're like charred. They are. They're like...
But they went back to Krabirsk, though. They didn't go through to Novosibirsk.
So, how would mail and information get across? Like, I mean, literally just through the fold?
Through the skiff.
God. I mean, at some point you just gotta be like, you know what? I'm sorry. Novosibirsk.
This is how we live now.
Just figure it out.
But don't they, like, they can't get their food and stuff unless people go through.
Well, I mean, sacrifices have to be made.
Heart renders are the best.
They are. Especially since their abilities are so huge. Like, I mean, it's like they can calm you down and be very helpful and peaceful, but also kill you.
Yes, it's a very wide range.
It is. Yep.
Well, because they train with healers. then the same kind of manner, but you can either use it for good or evil.
It is that war between good and evil.
That's great. Can you imagine like seeing that?
That's a cool scene.
Like if you were just
Okay, see, that is amazing. I love it. A sun summoner.
Inesh believes.
And see, that's what
Kaz does not.
no. But I wonder where,
He
like,
looks so much like what I would imagine Pekka Rollins to be. Sorry, I just
So-
can't get over the whole mustache and everything.
I wish we would have known where that tale came from of like, how had they heard of a sun summoner before? Because they hadn't. Like, I mean, it's like kind of like, you know, and they say in the show, like, I mean, it's like a myth.
A myth. Mhm.
Like, I want to know that part.
Like, have there been?
There
some
had to have been something.
before?
There had to have been. Because otherwise there wouldn't be a name for it.
Yeah.
It-
Or maybe it was a myth because if somebody could control the dark, somebody would have to control the light. Maybe that was like just a theory.
Or maybe they just knew that that would be the only thing that could, like, fix the fold. I mean, not necessarily. They don't really know. It's so weird. But I feel like there's got to be some kind of text, but there had to be a sun summoner sometime.
Maybe.
Yeah, we do know that because remember, like, when we were in Rule of Wolves and King of Scars, they discussed how, like, I mean, Grisha used to be able to do everything. So there had to be things like that. Yeah. No, we're going to shoot you. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. Yeah.
You dead.
So,
And now he's dead.
yeah.
Poor Alexi, though. Like, he didn't deserve that. He went through a very traumatic experience, and then they just shot him.
He did.
But he doesn't want anybody else to know.
Yeah.
You're now the only people that know the information.
But, so, it's a big mustache.
It's very meaty.
That's a meaty tuck, girl. Whew.
It's like puts Colonel Sanders to shame.
Oh my God. So much.
1 million Kruger.
1 million Kruger.
Kaz is like, what?
1 million Kruger.
That's mine.
Oh, God. Uh-oh. It's on now. Oh my gosh.
Oh
There we go.
no! That's all.
That was it. Well, that was a fantastic, little intro. And it really was exciting because I hadn't seen that in so long. So it kind of gets me excited to watch the second one. But we're not going to watch it till next week.
Nope.
And we're going to do the same stupid stuff and have no clue what we're talking about and try to figure it out. So, anyways, thank you all for listening. And I hope you all are enjoying this little trip down memory lane as we get ready for season 2. So, yeah, I guess long live the Grishaverse.
Yay.
Yeah. And
Like we're
Yeah.
at the end of the hour, so my voice is a little husky. A plus.
no
No
mourners.
No funerals.
This has been GrishaCast. Connect with us on the web at GrishaCast.com. Send an email to info@GrishaCast.com.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok at GrishaCast.
And thank you to our amazing staff, Chris, Michelle, Alex, Brenda, all of them, everyone. Love ya.
All the folk.